All right, guys. So midday training real quick, 2/2/2023. It is 10:43. Let's take a snapshot of where we are for the morning. Okay. So far this morning, um, we're sitting on about five trades. Five trades. I am 4 for 5. Let's recap some of those trades here. All right. So here you are. Let's go on up here. We traded a couple scalps here to the downside. So let's just recap a few. All right. And then we're going to get to the training here. Okay. So since about 9:48, right, you can see in calls right out the gate there. 415.06 was a target. We did a quick short 9:43 prior to that. That put me at 2 for 2 for the morning, right? PTs have been met. We shorted this thing to 41.50 on SPX. So these were some short scalps. You can clearly see right as the market opened, boom, 9:31, call out is made, right? PT met. So we get a 7-minute trade. So we got that. And then let's talk about a loser. Let's talk about a loser so we can, keep me straightforward here because everyone takes a loss here and there. All right. Well, I love you too, Dave. Thank you. So we're scalping. All right. So we took our next scalp here. Small profits on that one. You can see it there. All right. And so that was from let's see here. Give me a second. Added more puts, locked in profit 955, right? Let's take a look. Okay. We're just chipping here. So that was for this move here, 955 right here. Locked in profits on that. Got the wick down, took our profit. This was our overall target, right? So we weren't necessarily looking for the gap fill, but we did have targets that would signal if we would get a gap fill. Okay. So now let's look. We're looking for a position somewhere between 10.12 and 10.20. So we're coming up on that. You can obviously see others are green, 1 for 1. That's what I like to see. All right. 2 for 2. All right. So there's my stats for the morning by 10:03. So by this time right there, I'm 7K, 7,162.50. A little more than that because I also paired that with a futures trade and whatnot. So, okay. So let's take a look around here now. All right, here we go. Super tight. Okay, so I called out a call right here. Let's see, 10:04. So that was right there. Yes, and we got immediately wicked out. And so I jumped the gun. There was something in the market that I saw that said, hey, you're going to hold in this area. You want to catch this thing. And I immediately got wicked out and had to close it, right? Right. Sorry, puts. So after that, we just took our little position here down to our overall target. All right. And at this point, now we're looking for, once we saw a hold and it did not get to 4139, then I had to build a position for calls, right? So that did not work out. There's my loser because I thought that we were going to reverse early, but we didn't. We're still holding here. So now, right around this area here, 1010, we just switched over to puts, grabbed a little scalp down and was done. All right. We can see some folks making some money on that. All right. Locked in profit. We're done. Now, at this point, I'm looking for a hold and I'm looking to see if we're going to actually break down and if we're going to go up. What am I looking for? Let me show you one tip to understand when there's a change in volume and a change in sentiment or direction. So one thing I'm going to do, obviously, is I'm going to read the tape. This is live. Today is, you can clearly see the tape is moving, right? Here's today's date. You can see live environment, right? This isn't sim or anything like that. So I've got a couple targets here. These are not my levels. This is another setup and strategy that I train people on in advanced strategies to be able to understand just a couple of things to echo and complement your levels. But all right, so, and this is trained inside of training 4.5, 4 and 4.5. When you look online, a lot of traders will talk to you about the tape. And that's cool. They'll explain to you, look at the green, look at the red, blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. I get all that. How do you use this thing to make a trade? Now, do you see the tape moving here, right? It's not moving that fast, but it's moving. Now, you'll see an uptick in volume or in movement when you see I'm sorry, you'll see an uptick in movement when volume kind of kicks in. So I'm not going to discuss in this trade recap midday. I'm not going to train you on the tape. We're trading right now, but we started this. We're in the Killer Whales private channel. All right, let me show you guys that. Everyone that's new, we're in the Killer Whales private channel here, and I do these ad hoc trainings midday after we've taken a nice trade. We recap it so you can see, you know, how what I was thinking when I got into the trade, and I do them live. I don't like to do necessarily trade recaps after the fact because it's not fair. You see a lot of traders, they'll post something with some screenshots and pictures. That's not fair. That's not fair. Let's talk about it. We get it done in the live on the voice. Everybody heard the call out, saw the trade, saw the profits, and then we'll talk about it real quick. That's how you learn. That's how you learn. So what I'm looking for is as I come up to my levels, I've got some runners in place here. All right. Not a whole lot. This is a small running position. What I'm looking for is that exact change in frequency that I just discussed. What does it look like? How do you spot it? You got to take training. But I'm reading the tape and I'm actually looking at the price in relation to where I'm going. And when I see the uptick in change in frequency, some of you guys just saw what I'm talking about. You saw us pop a little bit. We need sustained pressure. Then I watch for added pressure on the tape and my other indicators as well. So I saw that behavior come into the market. Let's bring this back up. All right. I saw that behavior. Let's do this here. Here we are. Sorry about that. I saw that behavior coming into the market around our entry. So let's take a look here. 1018 in calls, trail tightly, and we're going to trail tightly. We're going to lock in, right? So 1018 is here, right at this one. We trailed tightly, lock in, out. So it was just a move to the upside. What time was that? 1020. So we're talking what, a 2-minute move. Boom, boom. By the time 1021 began to hold, now I'm watching the tape even more. See that? 1023 in calls. Keep the stop here in that area, and I'm going to 4169 on SPX and higher day on SPY. So we know we're coming here. So I'm taking it from this area right here, almost within a minute. We're back in our trade. So we're scalping these. Nice move, a little longer hold to our targets here. 1 L on a reversal. All this was a good trade. We were just early. I was just early on this trade. So sometimes that'll happen. I'll go back over to the tape. When you are early to a trade, it's because you may have seen something here on the tape from what I've trained you, and it may not have manifested itself in the market. Doesn't mean you're wrong. So you need to have the wherewithal to say, okay, let me exit real quick to get a better trade. And we did. We scalp, long hold, right? Now, what I'm looking for, I know that something has to happen here. Why? That's the rule. You see that? Adding more calls, same target. I'm loading the boat on this one, right? So now we keep moving. We're moving, sliding, stop up. We're moving. We get the break here, right? 1030, I'm looking for a break, and we get it, right? And we got an aggressive break to the upside, right? So now, folks, all profit, 1034, out the bulk. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there, out the bulk. 33, right here, boom, out. All of this is just extra. Now, you can elect to hold, but this is such an aggressive move. You want to capture profit and let some runners run. You want to capture, when you get aggressive moves like this in options world, you want to capture profits. In the futures world, you can just trail tightly. I'll show you how to do that in futures training. On that trade, 21K. From here, you saw the move all the way up. Now, let's take a look at, so I asked the question. Folks want to know, well, how do you know we're going to get this pop here? All right. Well, I know that there is something sitting there. And I asked the question in the Discord, when we do have pools of liquidity sitting above us, what do we need to get past it? And others answered it. You need a rush of volume. So I confirmed this with some other things in my tool bag to say, all right, we're going. I teach you that in training and we get the move. All right. So that's how it rolls. Now, 21,375. Let's take a look. Boom. Also snapshot it. You can also see the trade. There it is right there. That's the future side, a little bit more on the options side, but you can see the call out at the same time of day was made, and we run up. If you want to learn how to do this, right? Now, here's what's interesting. If we just went up, I post a lot of my, not everyone, because I can't snap everyone, but I post a lot of my wins there, some more there the other day. So we're up about, look at this thing move. We're up about 100K over the last 5 days, right? 100K, more than that, actually, more than that. But we're up about 100K over the last 5 days. If you've been following along, you can see that. If you've been tracking my trades, you can see that. And so this video is basically, number one, how do you do 100K in 5 days? Well, first thing you got to do, all right, is you got to come over into the Wealth Wars Discord, go to testimonials, then go to book some training, period. That's it. All right. Starts there. This isn't the training that, you think you know already. It's the skills to actually crush this thing. And then after that, you got to join the Killer Wealth channel, where we show you how to trade effectively. I post daily levels, I adjust them, and then we do trade discussions, swing trades, IPO stock, futures, audio trading, trade recaps, which is what I'm doing right now, so that you can learn how to do this stuff the right way. All right. So that's what I saw on the tape to get this trade, to really crush this thing, and to really take it to the moon. Okay. Ended this morning. We still got another hour left, but as it stands right now, I'm sitting just over 21 because of the runners and a little move here. And if you want to do the same, then hey, you can come into the Discord and crush it and learn how to do this thing and get some training. So that's what I saw, right? That's what I saw on the tape. Those were my targets. You see the targets, you see the call outs, all that cool stuff. So I'm going to take some questions now. These runners are still cooking. You're welcome, SDJ. You're welcome. Masterclass in 5 minutes. That's what I'm trying to do. Give you the goods in just 5 minutes or so. I don't care how long my videos are, but I'm trading. We're trading. So, and also you can see, this is my training chart. Now, just look at this. Just look at this. This is live to the public. This is my training chart. Are we not respecting the levels on the training chart? This isn't even the levels, all the levels. You guys see that? This is the training chart, and we're moving, right? So this shows you that you've got something. When the stock is respecting your key areas of interest and your levels, and you know when to load up, you're good. So I'm very happy that you guys, on your own merit, you're reading this thing, you've taken the training, and you're crushing this thing. So many folks really just making profits. We're happy about that. And that's where we are. Some people gave me a little bitty baby goat. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the compliment. We're going to get back to trading rather, and we're going to crush this thing for the backside of the day. All right. I'll take some questions right now for the private group, and keep crushing it, folks. This is a training on how to basically pivot and understand when you're going to get a trade reversal. There you go. How to understand how to read the market to know when you're going to get a trade reversal, then how to have the wherewithal to get into the trade, and then how to hold to your targets. I can't make this up. The market is moving live. Absolutely phenomenal trade.